Right, short video how to do some deep buttoning. You mark your board out. Here we've done 6 inches by 9 inches for your diamonds. Drill the holes through the board, so you've got somewhere for the twine to go through. Mark your piece of foam out. The holes cut the same. We'll just use some stuff I'd lying around the shop to do this. Put your foam into place. You can stick it down if you really want to, but I'm not going to bother because we can do it without that. Here's the most important bit. Put some cotton felt on top of that foam so that you get a nice round finish. And then poke the holes in the foam, in the felt where your holes in the foam are. And I'm doing it quite quickly so we don't have to upload much to YouTube because it'll take forever. And you want a bit of polyester, it's a 7-ounce polyester. Same again, poke your holes into that. It will just tear if you stick your thumb through it. Right, and a bit of fabric, if you mark a centre line down the middle of the back side of the fabric, we've obviously done green pen just so you can see it on this old piece of fabric. And if you work from that line in your middle row, it's the middle row there, you can start wherever you like. You can start in the middle, you can start at the end, it doesn't really matter, but as long as you're working on that green line, down the hole, your buttoning needle, put your buttoning needle down the hole and get it to come through the wood. Like that. You button on a bit of twine. This is buttoning twine, not thread or anything like that, because you're going to have to pull it hard and the thread will just snap. Put both bits through the eye. Pull it all the way through. Make sure it's sitting down the hole nice. Just wiggle your fabric around, out the way, flip it over, and bang a couple of staples in it. I'll come on this side here to get this one. So on my green line, that's where we've buttoned through. Just continue along that green line. And the amount that you're putting through, if you have a look here, you've got to sort of do it by feel. The amount you're pulling that should have a reasonable amount of tension on, but not pulled flat, because it won't work. You'll take away all the excess. But enough to look in your mind's eye that when you go that way, and you go this way, it comes out neat. Same again, just working along your green line. Right, and if you want, I'm not going to go all the way to the end because that's just obvious what we're doing there, following that line and putting them down the hole. Start to go out from this line with your diamond. Now the important bit is not to start pulling this or trying to get rid of the pleat. You want the pleat there, that's how you get your pattern. So just take that tension out of there, but feed the fabric in from this way. And don't worry about your pleats where they're going or anything like that. Just get that button in, that'll hold it in place. What like for time?
6.
Now, I'm not being super fussy about the finish on this because obviously we're just trying to give you an idea of how to do it. The same again, pull it back. Now if you look at that, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but there's a bit of a curve in the weave because I've pulled it this way, and then that'll straighten away when I go back over. So that's the skill of learning how much do I pull it to get it to look even when I go back over. The only other way you can do it is, how manufacturers would do it, they'd probably mark the back side of the fabric with a diamond design so that whoever's putting the cover on literally puts the needle through where the hole in the fabric is. That's just done for speed, and to be perfectly honest, it tends to look like it's been manufactured and it's too neat and clean, which may seem a daft thing to say, but on traditional upholstery you want it to look like it's been made by hand. Also, what they tend to do is they'll just put the cover straight on the foam, or they'll just use polyester. It's the felt that makes the difference. Putting that white cotton felt on in between gives you that nice full and rounded finish, but it's an expense on the job. You sort of get the idea of what's happening. Regulator, I've got a regulator somewhere.
My box head.
No. That's a regulator which has got a flat end for putting the pleats in. A lot of people try and do it by hand, but it's not so easy. So literally all we're doing is we're using that excess fabric to make that pleat. Trying to put that away with your finger, not so easy. You get a crisper edge if you use a regulator. And just tuck that away under the button, and there's your nice flat pleat. Then you can faff on with these once you've got all your buttons in and straighten it up, but you're starting to get the idea. Now here's the thing, often you see people turn all the pleats in over. That's wrong. You want to be coming all the same way. So these pleats need to be flipped over the other way, and they'd be tucked in that way. But like I say, we're just doing this quickly. We're not going to make a perfect job of it, because we've only got so much time to upload it onto YouTube.
In 920.
There we go, that gives you an idea of how to do it, and you just continue along the line from that.